Welcome back, all my Sherbears. You are going to see a lot of videos with me in this sweater and this makeup because I am trying to get so many videos recorded today because I have not had time in the last few weeks to do them. So, I hope everybody had a beautiful Christmas. I know I did. And I hope that it's going to be a fabulous 2017. This will be up there before this, I hope, but if it's not, I hope you had a great New Year's. So today's video is going to be what I got for Christmas. I'm going to give you a little backstory. I told my family not to get me anything for Christmas. I didn't really want anything for Christmas, but most of them don't listen. So I did get stuff for Christmas. The only one that did listen was my middle child. He did not give me anything for Christmas except a hug, and I love him for that. But the rest of them did give me stuff for Christmas, so I will get into what I got for Christmas. And some of it is going to be including stuff I got from my co-worker and from my boss. So I'll get right into it. I will start with what my oldest got me. He knows I'm into books, but he tries to buy me whichever Stephen King book is available when he goes shopping. Except that I usually already have the Stephen King book that's been released. So, he was in chapters texting my husband going, does Mom have this? Does Mom have this? Does Mom have this? He ended up getting me 3 books that I never would have even gotten for myself. So the first one is an Austin Wright book, and it's called Nocturnal Animals. It is a motion picture. I have not seen previews for it, but I am looking forward to reading this. It looks like it will be very good. The second book he got was I Am Legend, which I have seen the movie, and I'm quite excited to read this. And it is by Richard Matheson, and he knows me well. He knows what kind of books I like. The third book, I actually had to check after my sister left to make sure she hadn't stolen it because she loves books, especially older books and books that have different covers. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, this book is a leather-bound book, and it is Bram Stoker's Dracula. I have seen the movie. I actually have this book in softcover, but this is pretty special because this is, you can feel it's engraved, like embossed into it. It's beautiful, and I was so happy to get all of these. My son knows me pretty well. The next item I'm going to show you is an item I got from my co-worker. She knows I love penguins. I will say this is not the only thing she got me. She also got me my next nail fill for my nails. She also got us a $50 keg card because she knows it's our favorite restaurant to eat at when we're not in Hinton, is the keg. We do not miss the keg when we go. So, but she also knows I love penguins, and she got me this little ornament, and it lights up. It's quite beautiful. I have come to love getting her gift because she usually does include an ornament, and it's usually a penguin, and she searches and searches and searches for it. But I also search for Minions, anything new and original, because she loves Minions. So the next item, which is kind of beauty related, came from my boss. And I have to tell you, I had like the best bosses in the world. My birthday, they got me a Euphoria, Calvin Klein Euphoria collection perfume and body wash and lotion. This time they got me a box set for Prada Candy Kiss. And it comes with a roller ball and lotion and full-size perfume. And I know I love this stuff, and I know that this was not cheap. I have like the best bosses in the world. They get to know you, or at least it's a husband and wife team. The wife gets to know you. So that was nice to get. From my husband, I got, we had agreed not to get each other anything, and I couldn't hold to that for him because I knew he wanted stuff, and he found out I got him stuff, so he did buy me a couple things. The first thing he got me, and I don't have it with me right now, it's down in our living room, is Mr. Selfridge Season 2. I had Season 1 that he had bought me for my birthday. I haven't watched it yet, but from all the previews I know I'm gonna love the show because I love that kind of show. The other thing he got me, because he asked, and I normally don't tell him makeup because, as he describes it, talking to him about makeup, because he'll ask me for his daughters, is like listening to the adults in Charlie Brown. He has no idea what you're saying. So he asked me what I would like from Sephora, and I told him either the Naked Smoky palette or the Naked 2 palette, even though I said I would not really wear the Naked 2 palette. I lied. He couldn't get the Naked Smoky because it was sold out. I guess at Christmas it's a big seller because it seems like every time I go to the store they've got lots of Naked Smoky. But he was able to get the Naked 2 palette, and I don't know why I didn't want this palette, but I have said that I am getting into like a warm kick. Fall's over, so now I have to do warm. I am actually wearing this on my eyes today. I have worn it a couple times this past week, and I could say I'm actually falling in love with it. Do I think it will replace my favorite, which is the Naked 3? No. I would say this is tied with the Naked 1 palette though, and I'm so happy I got it. I do still want the Naked palette, or the Smoky palette, because I've got these, so you need to have a fourth one, right? The next items came from my daughter, and again, she knows me pretty well. I would hope, because we have kind of the same tastes, kind of. So she got me an iTunes card, but she also got me a $25 Sephora gift card, which I still haven't used, and I've shopped on Sephora, and every time I go, oh, I should have used my card. But she got me those. But she was also up with me refreshing screens for the peach release, and she picked me up a peach lip gloss. And this one is in Papa Don't Peach. And it smells awesome. I would say this smells more like peach, real peach, than the peach palette does. So there's the color. I have not used this yet either. I've kind of been holding off on using a few the things that I have purchased because I wanted to do haul, and once I use them I want to put them away, and then I have to pull them all back out, and I need to say now I can use it and I'll be happy. The last few items came from my mom and sister and dad. One of them is a pretty, actually two of them are really special. The first item I got, I would bring it in here, but it doesn't have hot liquid in it, so you can't read it anyway. My sister got me a mug that says, "Sister, I'm your sister, and I will always pick you up when you fall after I'm done laughing." And there is a story behind it. There was a story where I had stepped down off a step, and there was like a crack in between their driveway and their porch, and I stepped right into it, and I actually ended up hurting my ankle really bad enough that the people that live there thought I had actually broken my ankle and brought me to the hospital. But she laughed. She was in front of me. She laughed. She goes, "That's a 10. She laughed, and then she helped me up. So that's why she says that she will always help me when I fall, but it'll be after she stops laughing, because she can't help it. She has to laugh at somebody else's misery. But I know that about her, and I accept that. The other thing they got me was this little black cat. Now, I don't know if you can tell on the collar it says mystery. This is a collection, and I have quite a few of this collection. I actually have a shelf with all sorts of little cat figurines. On this shelf is also the ashes of one of our cats, and an ornament that I painted in honor of one of our cats. And both of them were black cats, which is why she gives me a black cat. This is part of a collection. These are the Virtues of the Black Cat collection, and it's this little store that I found in West Edmonton Mall, and then I introduced her to it, and it has all sorts of collectibles in it. But it means a lot that she actually went there when she was there and found me another cat for my collection, because I have like a shrine to cats, and cats are my life, truly are. Otherwise I wouldn't have 6 cats. The next item I have to show you, it means a lot because this one came from my mom directly. It is touted as Generations of Love, and it is a Bradford Exchange statue, and it represents 3 generations. So this would represent my mom, me, and my daughter. Of course, this would have been better if my daughter was younger. My daughter is 16 going on 17, but this means a lot because it is like a 3-generational statue, and it holds a special place in my heart. The last item I got was from my mom and sister, mostly my sister. It's contained in this tin, and there is cash in this tin. There's money in this tin. It's going to stay in here. what makes this so special is the letter that my sister wrote to me, because my sister was a very wordy person. And she wrote, "Sometimes in life we forget to follow our dreams and take care of ourselves, our souls. It's through no fault of our own as women we are made to care for others first, our children, our parents, our spouses. The pressures are endless. Then we forget about all the dreams we had throughout the years. To be princesses, actors, and warriors. To travel the world, to save it, or to just love our children the best we could. Our dreams change and merge, but one thing stays the same. We think we are foolish for having them. That if we speak them out loud, we open ourselves up for ridicule and laughter. We hide that part of ourselves in a small box, only for ourselves to open. Then one day, if you are lucky, you let a little bit out and you start following a dream. Then you start to share it, and you don't hear laughter, but applause. Every step you take is one closer to your dream, and this gift is our way of helping you get there a little bit faster. We believe in you always. Love, Mom and Char." So what this letter was meant to mean, and I'm kind of tearing up right now, was I actually did a tag in which one of the questions was, do any of your family members know that you do YouTube videos? And I stated my daughter did. That was it. She was the only one I had let in on it. And even that was like through a 3-month period. I had been making videos and I had not told anybody except my husband. And to tell you the truth, he helped me set up the lighting the first time I did my first video. But she was the only one that knew. And around September, my sister kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me to tell her what I wanted for Christmas. And I said, I really don't want anything, because anything that I really wanted or needed, I wanted to save up for myself. Because the things that I wanted was a camera. I want to invest in a ring light. I want to invest in a new tripod. That's what I wanted to do. So through pressure, I said, she goes, well, maybe we can help you with it. Why don't you tell us what it is? And I was like, because there's something that I do that you don't know about. And she said, well, does anybody know about it? I said, yes, my daughter and husband. And she said, okay, does it have anything to do with makeup? Because she knew I sold Avon. I said, yes, it has to do with beauty. Then she kept pressing and pressing and pressing, and I finally said, I'm making YouTube videos. I have been for a while. I have my own channel. End of discussion. And she said, why didn't you tell us? And I went, because I didn't want to face laughter and ridicule from my family, thinking it was foolish. And I knew Ashley wouldn't think it was foolish. I knew that Darren didn't think it was foolish. But I figured, not my mom, but my sister would think it was foolish, and as would my dad. My dad, I don't know that he even knows I do videos. He's been told, but he kind of, if it doesn't pertain to him, that it's not important. But she actually sent links of my videos to my mom, and my mom now watches my videos if she hasn't seen me in a couple weeks. So the reason why they gave me the tin with the money and the letter was to tell me to do what I want to do, to follow my passion. And that's why this means so much to me, and why the letter makes me tear up. And I will keep this letter in this box with me, and I will continue to add money to it until I have enough to get the camera I want or the lighting I want. The the tripod I want. So that's everything for my Christmas haul now that I have teared up a bit. I hope you are having a wonderful day and much love, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.